Hello, fellow Star Wars fans. It's Drew Kaplan, Star Wars Maven. I'm very excited to talk about this new book coming out in 2 days, hitting shelves from Disney-Lucasfilm Press, written by George Mann. Yes, the same George Mann who previously co-wrote this book with Kevin Scott and these two really interesting books on his own. And this new book, Quest for the Hidden City, is, look, it's targeted towards 8 to 12-year-olds, but don't let that fool you. It is actually, even for an older demographic, still actually quite fascinating. Look, let me put this in some context. As you may or may not know, there has been, since the beginning of last year, a publishing push by Disney-Lucasfilm Press, by Disney, for the High Republic series. Now, it's actually been quite interesting so far what they've been doing. If you're not familiar, all of this is really set about 200 years prior to the prequel trilogy, developing a sense of what the High Republic is, where the Jedi Order's at, and the various threats there are to them. And it's been interesting as they have been doing multiple phases of these publishing of the High Republic. Now, where they were at right before 2 days from now has been interesting. Look, there's been different stages and clearly different antagonists that have been along the road. I think actually, for those who've been following along, this is a nice opportunity to pause. And that's exactly what they're doing in this new phase as they go to actually 150 years before even the High Republic era that they've been talking about so far. So in a sense, it's actually a refreshing pause and a look back. Now, I don't know how long they're going to continue doing that, but I have, at least just in this one book, Quest for the Hidden City, really enjoyed that initial foray. There's another book coming out also on Tuesday, similar time context. I'm excited to read that. I haven't got there yet, but look, basically there's monsters, which George Mann has definitely written about in his previous works. So there's some of that, but also it gives you a glimpse, certainly sort of a POV between, you get Jedi Padawan, and also even younger figure in it. And look, basically they go to a planet, they're monsters, but the real thing that's interesting, it's a time of expansion for the Republic and for the Jedi, and people are looking, they're exploring, there's opportunities as they explore, and that seems to be setting the tone for this new phase of the High Republic. Look, I know I said it's for 8 to 12, that's the target demographic of the readership. However, even for me, I found it to be quite enjoyable. And look, one of my children, who really doesn't know a whole lot about Star Wars, I know, shocker, but she said she doesn't know much, why should she read it? And I said, actually, that's really one of the wonderful, incredible things. If you've never read anything in the High Republic, doesn't matter. If you've never read a Star Wars book before, doesn't matter. This is actually a really good introductory book for those very same reasons. You don't need a lot of prior knowledge. So I greatly enjoyed it. I'm very excited about this new era, this new phase of the High Republic publishing that Disney-Lucasfilm Press Star Wars is doing. So I'm excited to continue reading. I hope you check that out when it hits bookshelves in 2 days. And that's what I got on this. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.